Oh, hello, hello. Yes, Pooey, I am thinking that we are gonna do some fishing today. Maybe. We have so much that we need to do. But maybe some fishing won't hurt. I hope everyone is doing good. Thank you also, CJ, for lurking. Pooey, you are drinking bubble tea today. Damn. You've redeemed a total of 11 coffees. And you've happy flapped 20 times. Remember, don't consume your drink all at once, because you don't get another one. Okay, if you hear my dogs, yes, they are barking today. They are being very mouthy. I'm not sure why. They're probably hearing bangs outside because I do have the window slightly open because it gets so hot in my little room. But yeah, I think we are gonna be doing a little bit of fishing today. I also have to gather materials because we need to upgrade our barn and our coop. And I want to get a void chicken today. I'm not sure if we're gonna go to Skull Cabin or not yet, but maybe. We will see. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Because I do need also to go mining because we are out of all the materials. We have no iron ore, no gold ore. We have lots of copper ore. We also do need iridium ore. But that means Skull Cabin, and I don't really want to go there because I have nothing to get down the levels. So we are gonna see where today takes us. I don't really have a set plan. No dying. I know, Puli. No dying. That would be the ideal situation. But I can't make promises. Something always gets me in those mines. I either blow myself up or like 100 monsters spam me out of nowhere. And then I just die. Yeah. We're gonna go into the game now. I am very much excited to play. We left off yesterday. What were we doing? We finished doing our trees. Okay, right, again, I've lost my watering can. Or did I put it over here? I might have put it over here. The next festival, I am not sure. I just go by what I'm told in the post. Boo is looking fabulous. Okay, we need to harvest up all of this garlic. We also need to find some leeks for Evelyn. And hopefully this will be all the garlic we need to harvest to complete our challenge for Lewis. We can go and look actually now. Journal. No, that's for the leeks. Okay, yes, we just need to ship all this and then we're good. Right, and then I think it's here. Crop order. Hopefully it'll count once everything is being sent over. We got some more tulip honey, which is great. We will go see our animals also in a moment. Did I not harvest one of the coffees? We'll ignore it for now, it's fine. I'm finding it okay. I feel like I am not maybe making the amount of money I should be. But it's okay. We'll get there. This is not a sprint. It's something we can take our time with. We have some eggs here we can put in already. We're on mayonnaise empire. I need a lot more grass because they're eating the grass quicker than I can keep it. And then it goes into my hay supplies. So maybe I should... Yes, water the dog. Thank you, Poolie. I think I should probably build another silo. That is what I need to do. I also need to upgrade the barn again. I want a pet pig, man. But if we have another silo, it just means we can store more hay. Okay. So, I can put that there. We have to pet the chickens. Not really. I'm thinking I'm just gonna stick to the layout that I put over on the Discord. I think it's pretty much how I want it to be laid out. Whether I'll stick to that, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, another thing I wanted to do today is actually... Oh, wait. There we go. I wanted to make a box of universal gifts that we can give to people. Oh, I'll just put that egg there, it's fine. That way then I can just take all the stuff from it out and just go around gifting people. That way then I'm not like constantly running around trying to find gifts for everyone. Okay, the dog is watered. Okay, I am ahead of time it seems. So we've got our hoe. We do need to upgrade our pickaxe, steel axe again. But I think for the first bit we're gonna go mining because we do need some stuff from the mines. How am I exhausted already? Oh my lord. Because we are running low on all hot ores. We have iridium bars though. We can soon upgrade to iridium for some things. Thank you, Poolie. I think so too. I think it will turn out nice. I think I have made some calculating errors on the layout, kind of, or where I've placed things, but it's okay. I will fix it at some point. So we're just gonna head over to the mines. Why don't I unlocked the mine carts and I don't use them. This cactus is still creepy as fuck. Because I think I want to slightly reduce the size of the farms at the front. I think when I unlock the, where is it? Island with the boat? I've forgotten what it's called. But when I unlock that, I think I'm going to put most of my farming stuff on there. Okay, let us mine. We need iron and gold. They are what we are low on. This also helps because we do need to kill slime. Another dwarf squirrel. Interesting. Hello, Josh. Welcome in. How are you? I hope your weekend is treating you right. It's another Stardew day. As you can see. I am on the hunt for iron. I am a Stardew addict. It's kind of crazy. I just want to play this game 24/7. We have some iron here. Good. I'm just not very good at combat. I keep dying. Oh god, in Skull Cavern. These ones I'm okay with. The sword sort of like does what it needs to do, but I think because I haven't found the prismatic shard for the infinity blade, I'm just like, oh my god. Or the galaxy sword, or whatever it is. I don't know why I keep calling it the infinity blade. I've heard that somewhere, I just don't know where. There is a block, but I know, I just forget to block, honestly. I am so bad, I just swing and hope for the best. And bombs. I am very weak to bombs. They are my weakness. I keep blowing myself up. It is an issue. Hey, I never said I was a expert at blowing up things. You will trust me with the bombs. I just set them off. I'm just out here trying to survive. And there's slime. We need to kill 1,000 slime. Oh lordy lord. Yes, how is shirtless Leon? How is his fabulous self doing? Mm-hmm. A shirtless Leon is the best kind of Leon. I will fight anyone who says he's not. I saw you were streaming last night, but I was literally just going to sleep, so I didn't drop in. If you stream tonight, I will definitely try and stop in and say hello. If I am not, you know, half asleep. Right. Batty bad. This is meant to be the iron floor. Why am I finding copper? I don't want copper. I have a lot of copper. Also, I've tried to find a mod for the Stardew music because it just stops and starts randomly. I don't know if it's like a bug or what. It's so annoying. So if it does go quiet, you can, you know, blame Stardew. Don't blame me. It's their fault. Concerned ape, fix the music. Oh, here, it started again now. Yep, that's exactly how I feel, Cooley. I want the music just to play continuously, you know? I want to vibe out. We just want to vibe out. We also do have an ad starting soon. I don't know why the little pop-up message did not come up. So for anyone watching who is not subscribed or does not have Nitro, please feel free to just go grab a drink and stretch. It will be a 3-minute ad and then we won't get one for an entire hour. I prefer doing that than like having them all the time. Also, I learned you can get like a slime hutch on your farm, and I haven't put that in my plan, but I might want one. And you can get little Junimo huts, and they will like harvest your crops for you and stuff. It looks so cute. I have been doing my research. There's also a game called Core Keeper that I really want to play, but I feel like if I start playing it, I'm gonna become obsessed and then... Oh lord, I need to play this and finish this game first. And then play the modded run through. There's so many games I want to play. There's just not enough time. I have so many bats. Come on, dudes. Come on, ladder. We need you. Are we gonna drink coffee? No, I need to drink my mayonnaise. Because who doesn't guzzle down a full jar of mayonnaise? Oh my god, I didn't even know I saw the ladder. There we go. Let's go. Okay, we need iron. Not today, Satan. Yesterday we went in and raided Granny Wiz. She was so cute. I loved her. She is playing her first run through of Stardew also. So I was just enough to help her out. We caught her right at the end of stream though, but... Oh shit, it's getting late. Uh-huh. She seemed like a very delightful woman. I will be excited to check out more of her streams. Also, her channel points are Grandma's special cookies, so... Who would not want to subscribe to such a delight? Ooh, wiggly worms. She sounded lovely. So to everyone who joined over to raid last night, thank you. Okay, now we have some iron cooking. We will put our materials away. I think I'm just gonna put like mob drops and stuff in there as well. You want cookies? Same. Freshly baked cookies, like, sound delicious right now. Oh, I didn't harvest my... Oh, no, I didn't water my coffee plant inside. I'll just go to sleep, it's fine. It'll grow. You don't need to water your plants. Oh my god. We made some money. That's all that matters. Okay, what's that look like today? Okay, they're neutral. That seems great. Okay, 3,000, thank you. Dear Khaleesi, tomorrow we're all getting together for the flower dance. If you can find a partner, you might even want to participate in the dance yourself. There's a little clearing beyond the forest west of town where we held the dance. Arrive between 9 and 2 if you're interested. I mean, I'll go. We have Shane now. We started dating Shane, so, you know. I wanted to thank you for taking care of my special order. All of the hard work you've done has been a great boost to Pelican Town's image. Here's a mini shopping bin as a token of my appreciation. Place it anywhere and I'll be sure to make a stop when I make my rounds. Oh, it's a mini shipping bin, so I can put it... Okay, that's so cool. I might put it down by here. Excuse me, chicken. Then I can grab my produce and put it in. Beautiful. You fell asleep last night midstream? Oh my god, yes. We have Shane now. He is our boyfriend. We had a very heartbreaking cutscene with him. It took a dark turn for a moment on the stream. Because, you know. Why Shane? Because you all voted for him at the beginning. What do you mean? You know, otherwise I would have gone for Sebastian. We are a goth emo boy simp here, okay? Yeah, that was 2 months ago. You all voted. Oh my god, you forgot. Honestly, Pooty, you have the brain of a goldfish. Oh no, I don't want to ship off the eggs. We'll put them in here. We have to make mayonnaise. Now, did I pet everyone? Yes, I did. Who doesn't like barley? Still, oh god. Ouch! Just keep swimming. You just bonked my head. And you want me to keep swimming. You know, that really hurt, Pooly. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Okay, our green beans. Can I fly? No. That would be so cool if I could fly. I'm not gonna lie. I have to water the dog too. I still have no clue what trains passing through mean. Oh, you need 5 goddamn beans. I forgot. I have 5 there. That's good. Is there anything for us to harvest? Yes, there is. And we have more coffee beans, which we love. Give us all the coffee around here. can tap that tree. Nice. I just need to remember how to make a tapper. Where is the tapper? Wood and copper. Okay, I can make that. Gotta pet that dog. Where is my watering can? Okay, I do have it pulled up on my screen too. For silo, what do we need? 100 gold, 100 stone, 10 clay. And 5 copper bars. Let's see. Let's see if I have that. So we need... Do I have the clay? Oh, I do. Look at me. Okay. We can make a tapper. I'm just gonna pop it here. We also still need leeks. Not leeks. Is it leeks we need? Yes, not green onions like I thought we needed. We need leeks. Okay, we have mushrooms. Which we can sell. And we're gonna build another silo. Oh goddamn, where is this woman? Hey, Caroline. She's always off doing things like yoga. Who needs to do yoga? I think I saw wormy worms. Oh god, this is like the last week of spring too. Damn. I'm not sure there's any point in replanting crops. How long do the carrots take? 3 days. I could plant the carrots. Let's see what this hoe can do. Because I think I have a few carrot seeds. Let me look. Do I have any more? I swear I had more. Or did I throw them away? I might have thrown them away. Well, that's awkward. I'm gonna plant these ones then. Why not? I need all the foraging XP. I have 5 left. Wait, no, don't do it here. Do it over here by the sprinklers. Use your brain, Khaleesi. What the heck? There we go. So I can put all these things back in the chest because we're not getting anything done with that today. We'll melt more copper. It's fine. I also need a shed. I keep forgetting. I have so much that I need to do, I just forget. We'll go to the quarry and see if there's any metals and stuff. Ooh. Wormy boys. I think I've already had that. No, I have not. Okay. Something new. Let's go to the quarry. People were telling me how they found like 3 prismatic shards here as soon as it unlocked for them, and I'm just like, I want that. Why am I not getting that lucky? I haven't found a single one. Okay. Stardew music is broken. I don't know what it's doing. So we're just gonna turn it off in-game. And we're gonna eat some mayonnaise. Because, like I said before, who doesn't just drink from a mayonnaise jar? Like it's the most normal thing. Wait, you can hear the music now? I just started playing music. So hopefully you can hear it. Let's see if we can find anything down here. Good. The Stardew music just was not playing, so... I have tried. Yeah, because I don't think, like, when I watch other streamers, the music plays continuously for them. But for me, it just does not. Because I looked for a mod to see if I could try and fix it, maybe. There is so much stone. I was hoping for silver, iron. You are a weird looking fellow, sir. Get here, sir. Thank you. An aquamarine ring. Interesting. Oh my lord. What the heck is that? He looks like a weird iron skeleton. Die, dude. Jesus. But we need to run before we die in here. I am hoping this is the way out. I am running for my sweet little life. Okay, we made some money. We're still not bringing in the big bucks, that's for sure. Did I miss your... Okay, I can make the complete breakfast now. Fortune teller. Okay, the spirits are in good humor. Our star fruit wine is ready. I'm not sure if you can like re-keg it. No, you can't. We can sell you, and what else was I selling? Nothing. Okay. I have another secret note. Let's read it. Complete breakfast, salmon dinner. Okay, Sam can feel the protein. which is wonderful. Yeah, we need to sort our chests out. Because we have everything everywhere. Okay. We have things, I think, to donate to Gunther, possibly. Yes. Yes. Yes, okay. We have a load of geodes also that we can go and get bonked. We can put these things down here. I think I can plant these now, and that should be okay. And we're out of water. Okay. Pet the duck, because he gets cranky. I'm not sure. No, no milk from you. We've got milk from you, thank you. And we have milk from you, great. Yes, I know. I need to water the papa. I need more preserve jars, I think, also. No, I didn't put the bucket back. Oh shit, the flower dance. I forgot about the flower dance. We're gonna have to take Bucko. Hello, puppy. And we are off. Thank you for that reminder, Pooty. I also have another tree to tap, which I'm probably gonna forget about. Oh, crikey. Oh, where's Bucko? Yeah, what are you selling? I'll just take the recipe and the red crow. Why not? Where's Shane? Where is he? Hi, Willie. Bobby. Maru. Gus. I'll just say hello to everyone. I'm just quickly rummaging through this. Haley's practicing, it seems. She is a little busy. I love George. He's just a grumpy old man, and I love that. Should we ask Shane? We're gonna ask him. Look, we're best friends and we got a new achievement. Let's go. Okay, Shane is our dance partner. We're just gonna talk to everyone. It's fine. Bastian didn't come by choice. Poor guy. He's always pulled into it. Okay, we can start now. Where's Pierre? There he is. Oh, Lewis, not Pierre. Oh my god. I need to remember names. Good afternoon, Khaleesi. The weather for today's festivities couldn't be more perfect. Come talk to me when you're ready to start. Yes, let's start. I want to dance. Oh my god, everyone's dressed all nice and there's me in my weird little hat. Oh, look at us. We're dancing, having a great time, wiggling our stuff. Look at me, squat, squat, boogie, boogie. I gotta get those glute workouts in while we're dancing. Exactly, Pooly. It is time to go home. Right? It feels like a cult. Maybe it is. What can I put in there now? I don't really have a lot of anything to put in there. I wonder if you can make potato wine. That would be great. Guess I could make some ale. And we have another rare crow. Okay. I'm gonna try and organize these a little bit. Oh crap. In here we can put, I don't know. Maybe the bombs can go in the monster stuff. Because I think this is gonna be for decoration. This can be for things that we have like dug up also. That's a mask. These can go in our chest thing. All my rare crows are in here. I think I've almost got them all now, which is great. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 8. Which is fun. And I've got quite a few of the statues as well. For things like this, I'm just gonna sell them, I think. Then tools, I'm gonna put in here. I know I have totems in here too. That's what we're donating tomorrow. I could probably put these in our river and make use of that. Because I have not been doing that. Okay, we're a bit more organized now. Only slightly, not by much. I hope everyone in chat is doing okay. If you're looking, please remember to stay hydrated. And stretch. Don't become a gremlin like me. Okay. Where is my horse? Where the heck is Bucko? Hopefully he comes back. Okay, that is... How much did we get for starfruit wine? Look, for 5 bottles, that's like 11,000 gold. That is insane. We need to invest in more starfruit. That is what I'm taking from this. Okay. Oh, Bucko's back. Fine. That's good. I'm going to give you this advice because I like you and I want you to stay in Pelican Town. If there is a day you want to ask for someone's hand in marriage, you'll need to give them a mermaid's pendant. Don't worry, everyone in Pelican Town understands the significance of the amulet. Okay, I already knew that. But thanks for the advice, Lewis. Our scarecrow is scaring off crows, which, you know, I would hope. That's probably our last strawberry harvest also. Yeah, the cows are giving milk daily, which is great. Love that. We need to get materials for the all that starfruit. Let's go. I'm gonna have to go buy more. I think the more we have, the better. And we have apricots, our first, or our peaches. Let's go. I might wait for the other starfruits to be harvestable and then from there I'll plant more so it's all in sync. I need more kegs. Wood, copper, iron, oak. Do I have that? That is the question. I have wood. I have oak. I need stone. And I need clay for our silo. I think it was iron, right? Yeah. We can make 9. I could probably make more than 9, but I do not have the iron right now. Hopefully another silo will fit here. It should. Right. Let us go to Robin. Because hopefully she will build us something today. Wait, I still have copyright, yeah. Construct. I would like another silo. Please and thank you. Oh my god, is it just... It's kind of too small. What the heck? Oh my lord. I'll just put it here for now. You will definitely. Thank you, Robin. Is there anything else I want from you? I swear you have a catalog, right? Somewhere. Furniture catalog. Yeah, we don't have that money. Thanks, Robin. We will hop on you. Because we need Gunther now. Hopefully the apple tree will be ready soon. And then we can finish that part of the bundle. Okay, we need to do some fishing. We're gonna fish some... This is the book I need. Okay. I think it gives us an enhancement with leveling up our friendship. Lewis, take this. There you go. I am so nice, I know. Gunthy. Oh, it's so good you can move things. Oh, we got a new reward. Nice. We got burnt offering. Triple shot espresso. Love that. And we have a skeleton. Because who doesn't want a skeleton as a gift? Check the trash. No, don't eat that. Maybe Clint would like it. You are very welcome, Clint. Okay. Process some geodes for me, dude. Let's go. Copper, okay, okay. Gold, okay. Stone, okay. I want him to give us something good. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders. Solemn Senpai. Thank you. How was your stream? What did you get up to? If you need to raid and run, I completely understand also. But hello, I'm Khaleesi. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I'm currently going through my Stardew obsession. Hello there, happy Sunday and Mother's Day. Yes, it is Mother's Day for people in America, right? Here in the UK, our Mother's Day was like in May, I think. But yes, happy Mother's Day and happy Sunday. I hope the weekend is treating everyone well. Okay, we're gonna have to donate some of these things. Clint, let's shop a second. I don't need that. Or that. Let's donate quickly. hope whatever you were playing treats you well. Or has treated you well. Okay. That was all we needed to donate there. My Stardew obsession has gone out of control recently. Not that I'm complaining. We can sell those. Process some more geodes. Okay. I never get lucky with geodes. I already have that. I think I already have that too. Oh goodness. Shop, we can sell you. I already need a bigger backpack. Insane. I don't even know if we're going to be able to process all of these. My inventory is so full. Wait. Let me quickly run on the minecart. Bucko, stay there. Go bus stop. Down a coffee and zoom on. Hello, Boo. I love how he just wakes up as soon as we get home. What a cutie boy. Any more materials there? No. Okay. Decor pieces. We can put you and you. I'll just put you in there for now. Also, copper bars, you can go in there too. Running around like a crazy person. Where's my trash? There. Okay, now we can run back. We are running. Oh, wait, we need to give a shout out also. Thank you so much, Solemn Senpai, for the raid. We have given you a little shout out. We need to go to town. Bucko, you are such a good boy, just staying there. Okay. I never get lucky with these, oh my god. I had 32. I just want a prismatic shard, Clint. Can you give that to me, please? He cannot. Soapstone? I have never heard of that. Millie, hello, welcome on in. How are you? Spiky green thing. That looks cool. I hope your day has been wonderful. Star shards. CJ, hello, hello. I am good. I'm feeling tired, even though I did take a nap. Am I the goat? Thank you. Although I feel like Kay is the goat. She's your pocket. The pocket mercy. Stardew's going good. We're just trying to get a prismatic shard so I can get the galaxy sword. But I am so unlucky. And I keep getting the same things. Oh god, this dude, he hates me, I'm telling you. What the freaking Jesus is that? Fire opal. You've got a bad migraine? No. You need to take some painkillers and rest. You need to rest, Millie. Make sure you drink some water also. My weekend so far has been okay. Oh god, no room. Clint. Feel better soon, Millie. If you want to just lurk, we completely understand. Star shot, even though it's kind of pretty. I only need one of you. I've got one of you. Don't need you. I have so many of you. I don't really need you. Okay. More geodes. But yeah, CJ, my weekend's been good. Just the normal. And it's always lovely to see you on too. It was great playing with you earlier on Overwatch also. Although I feel like I wasn't playing that good. Clint, just give me a prismatic shard. This guy hates me, I'm telling you. Oh, I like those stones, they're so pretty. Okay, shop. We are gonna be selling. What are we selling? What don't I need? That is the thing. I kind of feel like I need all of those. God damn it, Clint. Now we have to go home. Thank you, CJ. I try my best. Last night I was playing Sierra a little bit and I was awful. Then I played Sombra, who I've never once in my life played Sombra. Awful. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play Farah because, you know, why wouldn't I? Where was I going with this story? Oh yeah, and I was insane. We did like Zarya, Farah, ult, and I was just like, I was goated. Right, okay, let's go back. It's completely fine. I am not a DPS player. If I do play DPS, I'm usually just like switching. I play soldier sometimes, but I love Mei. I'll just play anyone, to be honest. Let's process some more geodes. You used to support 24/7, but K and Sarcasm low support. So you started to learn DPS and tank. I'm also trying to learn DPS and tank because my friend group is kind of like mostly all supports. We have a few DPS players, but they're mostly all supports. So yeah, I'm not like the greatest at the DPS and tank, but I am learning, I think. But mostly I just do it, I play for fun. I'm back, just had to clean up after. It's okay, Stolen Senpai. How was your stream? I hope it all went great for you. Yes, practice makes perfect. I don't think I'm the worst tank in the world. But I need to, like, broaden the people I play. Because I think, like, my strongest are Domina and Diva. But I do like Sigma. He's cool. Oh shit, we need to go fishing. And I need freaking leeks. God damn it. A group bonfire? That sounds so cool. What does that entail? Will you just, like... Is it IRL streaming? Like, in real life? That sounds cool. Thank you, CJ. I try my best. Alright, let's grab you guys. Oh, wormy worms. See, now I've got my hoe with me. I can just pop them out of the ground. Yeah, I think we're not getting any more leaks, which is sad. It is sad because that's what I need for Evelyn. Gather 20 pieces of trash. Okay. I've only got 8. I need to stream some Overwatch soon. Maybe it's sometime next week. Although I've been just obsessed with wanting to get Stardew going. Hardwood. I almost forgot. But I need fiber, and I know that if I do this task for Linus, he gives seeds for it, so... Go away, slime. Wait, how do I get out of here? I'm stuck. Oh my lord. There I am, okay. The Stardew grind is going well. Like, I am loving it. Oh, they died fast. Oh god, no they didn't. I have some stuff I still need to do, but you know, we're getting there. As they say, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I'm just taking my time. For anyone watching that isn't subscribed or doesn't have nitros, ads are about to start. They'll be about 3 minutes long, but after that 3 minutes is over, there will be no ads for an hour, so you can take this time just to stretch and take a drink. Okay, what was I doing? We got a mahogany seed, nice. I keep getting these dwarvish helmets. I don't need the dwarvish helmets. I do need the jade though. You haven't gotten to play Stardew in ages. It is so heartwarming. I love this game, man. It's such a cozy vibe. And sometimes that's just what you need. Okay, anything that isn't gold will be sold. That kind of rhymes. What was I doing? Question I ask myself every single day. They need to go in the wardrobe-y thingy thing. That's what I wanted to do. We need to lay down the wood floor stuff. Wait, how much hardwood do we have? We can give it to the raccoon! Let's go! Bucko, let's go. Let's unlock the raccoon finally. And then we need to collect like another 100 hardwood. It's here, right? Yes. Oh my god, that's quick. Why doesn't Robin do this that quick? I want to move in that. That's so cute. I want to move into that. The raccoon gets like the cutest house. What is that? Summer squash. Let's go. Well, it is almost summer, I suppose. So... two of you and you and you. They need to go into the... Let's go, Bucko. Automod held a message. Why? Why have they held the message? Hello, Drekfam. Welcome in. How are you? I'm not sure why. What's hidden? Check out. Why is that? I don't know why they held that message, because that message is from me. Weird, but yeah. Hello, Jackpam. Welcome in. How are you? I am doing great, although I feel like I've pulled something in my neck. My neck is starting to hurt for some reason. But other than that, I'm doing great. I hope your weekend has treated you well. We are just grinding on some Stardew right now. Yeah, I think this was what I laid out wrong. But it's okay. It's okay. I love how my mod is blocking my own chat. I need to sort my auto mod out, that is for sure. Okay, we've planted the trees and we need to make more tappers. Which I have already forgotten how to make. Copper. Okay, copper. That's what we need. I still haven't found my prismatic shard either. So I'm kind of salty about that. We can make a few tappers. Because we're gonna need them. Yeah, like literally, I'm on year 2 and I've like still not found one. It's not prism shotting me at all. I am salty. I am so mad. It's getting late. I know it's getting late, game. Summer squash can go in here. And we have 2 hardwood to our name. But I just want my galaxy sword, and it won't let me have it. It is making me cry. Hang on, I'm quickly gonna go into the... Ooh, we made some money. I'm gonna quickly go into the auto mod a sec, because he is being a bit of a butt. And where are you? This is where I need to figure out where it is. Okay, there we go. Now we should be good. He was again a little bit too... I don't know. I can't remember the saying, so I'm not even going to try and say it. And it's a rain day. Let's go. Okay, the spirits hate us today. We're vibing. Vibing with you. It's okay. Yes! It is the cutest little thing ever. Look at him in his little hat. You just go up to them with whatever hat you want and they wear it, and it's the cutest thing ever. So you can bet I will be just, you know, putting hats on my dogs 24/7. I mean, I do it in real life too, so... Do not eat the star fruit. That's our money. Yeah, CJ. There was a... I'll have to like get an image and put it up at some point. I put a little cowboy hat on my one dog and it was the cutest little thing I've ever seen. He loves wearing little hats. He's a bit of a diva. And I love that. My voice is so soothing. Everyone's been telling me this recently. Thank you. I take it as a compliment. Okay. Where I have chests, okay. It is. Got her on while in a World of Warcraft dungeon. Thank you, Drakpan. I hope I'm saying your name right, Drakpan. God. You don't blame it, guys. You're gonna make me blush. Her content's also pretty good. You're gonna make me blush. Thank you. Okay, we need to set up a keg empire over here as well. Cause where is my picture? Did I even put my picture? Where's my Stardew picture? Oh my lord, I've lost it. Alerts? No. Where the heck did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay. So, we need to set up something over in the area to the left of the greenhouse. The Afrikaans dra is the original term, but dra also works. Or even rattlebones. Or little bugger. I love those. Is it like, do you roll the R? So dra. I don't. I like to like pronounce things properly for people. Otherwise I get so mad at myself. We can sell you. I do not think the chickens or the cows are going to be coming out today. We'll see. Although Rattlebones is kind of cool. Oh my lord, there's so many eggs in here. Hello. No, don't eat the eggs. I need to make fried egg. That is what I need to make. Do not. Why do I keep trying to eat the egg? Can I even make fried egg? Let me see. Can I make fried egg? Collections, dish. I can! I just need one egg. Why am I an idiot? Oh my lord. I could have completed that bundle ages ago. Oh my lord. Khaleesi, what are you like? We put the egg in there. Boom. Done. Not an idiot, just a silly choppy. Thank you. Right. I just need this apple tree and then I've completed it. I've completed the community center. But it's taking forever. Oh my lord. Where is my mayonnaise? Where did I put it? Did I leave it in here? Probably. Alright. Fishing bait. To the community center. How much does strawberry sell for again? I have no clue. I will let you know when I sleep. I am currently... If you can get your hands on starfruit and like put it in a keg, like that is like 2,200 per bottle. So I'm gonna be filling my greenhouse with that until I can get ancient seeds, because I still haven't got a single ancient seed either. Yay! Now we just need damn apples, which are screwing me. Free pink cake, let's go. I've got one apple. Who would have thought the apples would be screwing me? It's crazy. I need to fish too. God damn. Wait, do I have any fish to catch for spring? Do I have any spring fish? No, I do not. I don't think. No. Oh, wait, yes. I have to catch the legend fish, apparently. So we will do that. Hi, Pam. I feel so sorry for Robin. She's just there working away. That's it. I was gonna split up these kinds of things. Okay. Then we're gonna get our fishing rod. Why the heck have I got a warp totem in there? It makes perfect sense. Oh, for Christ's sake. I did not want to go to the beach, but okay. Didn't even get my damn fishing rod first. Glass shards, okay. Guess I can give that to Gunther. It's a creepy dude. Okay, we're gonna get Shane to marry us too. Why not? Now is the time. I just want the star drop. Will I get to Gunther in time is the question. Wait, triple shot espresso, let's go. Also, anyone in chat, you can redeem a coffee. Just saying. Right. Donate. What am I donating? These. Beautiful. That sounds like a hint. Yeah, you can redeem coffees. Just saying. They are fabulous. Let us go to the bus stop. Rapan you have an iced coffee, and that sounds delicious. But please do not drink it all at once because you only get one per stream. I don't share. I don't share again. Enjoy your coffee. Poggers. CJ, you have a cold brew. That I've never tried cold brew, but it does sound delicious. CJ, don't drink it all at once because you only get one per stream. And I don't share the rest of my coffee. And Millie, you have an iced coffee. Ugh, I could go for like an iced caramel latte right now. That sounds so good. Millie, please don't drink your coffee all at once. You only get one per stream. You'll beg for more? We'll see. Sometimes I'm nice. Sometimes chat will steal more coffee off me. I better be nice. We'll see. We will see. Mm-hmm. See, I'm nice. Until someone tries to steal my coffee. Rapan, thank you. I will hydrate now. Thank you for not letting me become a shriveled up gremlin. Also, everyone in chat, remember to hydrate. I've been told before that coffee does not count at hydrating, but you know, you do you. God damn you, damn fish. also not fished in Stardew in a while. I need a legend fish game, please and thank you. Or you know, just don't give me any kind of fish. Oh my god, how do I keep missing? Oh my god. Me and this game. Me and this damn game. It hates me, I'm telling you. Oh lord. Oh lord. Love what you did there, CJ. You technically were the first person in chat, so I'm glad you redeemed the first. God, I love that. Oh my lord. You'll be grinding for first? Oh lord. It's usually Pika that, like, he's here, he's on it constantly. I think he's probably falling asleep again. Millie is just lolling. You'll have the top 500 Khaleesi first badge owner. Oh my lord. Wouldn't it be great if you could, like, have special badges for, like, channel point redemptions? And it's like a leaderboard, so, like, the badge goes to whoever's in first place. That would be funny. Damn it, I didn't go and see the hippo lady either. I always forget she is here on a Friday. Bubbles, hello. Damn bubble. No, woman. Aim your fishing rod in the right place. There we go. I just need trash and a legendary fish. That's all I need. My guy. What is that? Amethyst. Okay. Not what I need. I need a beautiful prismatic shard to come out of one of those chests. That would be beautiful. Of course, I've asked for it, so I'm not gonna get it. Oh, Lord. I think it's 2. late to catch a lionfish now. Although I haven't even got trash, and I need trash. What the heck? Trash is usually all I catch. But now when I need it, I don't get it. Great, Jojo Cola. Does that count as trash, Linus? Please tell me it does. Okay, last fish, and I missed it. Of course I did. See, only one. I've only got one trash. This is an outrage. Although I need to check behind the community center. Do I have plans for tomorrow? What day is it tomorrow? It's Monday, right? No, I don't think so. I have to walk my dogs. What is in my way? What are you? It says someone hid something behind the community center. So here I am behind the community center. And I can't. Yeah, I need to try. I'll try fishing in a pond now. Is there something here? I swear I had a note saying they hid something behind the community center. Where's my note? Where's my secret letter? Where is it? Okay, I have no clue where they are yet. Secret note. See, I hid something behind the community center. Like, behind where? You don't want to go to work. It's getting late. Oh my god, I've lost my horse. I've lost my horse. This, I feel, is a lie. There's nothing here that I can see anyway. Oh my lord. No, I'm stuck. You don't want to work late? I completely understand that. What do you do for work, CJ? I've never asked. Hopefully you leave early. I will pray to the work gods for you. We need to sell all these fish. Sell, 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 sell. Oh crap, we didn't ask Shane to marry us. We are so bad. Your manager normally takes half days on Monday. So 5 PM finish. Oh wow. Can't he just give you like, let you work for 1 hour and then let you go home? I think that's reasonable. Either yet, you just sign in and then he's like, okay, go. Pretty reasonable to me. Right, what have we got to harvest? You. think this will probably be the last harvest of spring, which is crazy. $11-hour shift, damn. I'd be sneaking off to take a nap. What did I need these ones for again? I can't remember. Oh, hardwood. Now I remember. Okay. It's life. Wait, no. You like your job, just not for 11 hours straight. I feel that. Oh, there it is. I thought one of my chickens was eaten. I was about to start crying on stream. Yeah, no, that's you. You'll be the pro streamer. Where is... Alright, we have to marry Shane. Damn. You guys. We have another dinosaur egg also. I do love me a dinosaur. We have to check in on... Oh yay, we have our silo now. Right, okay. No, I did not plant you, Mr. Acorn. A video editing company. You mostly do documentaries? That's so cool. You are all such cool people. Do you enjoy what you do, Millie? I'm glad you love your job. It's always better when you love what you do. God damn, where did I put my mayonnaise again? Why am I like this? Also, if anyone wants to like keep up to date and like just chat off stream, I do have Discord. The link just popped up. So I thought I'd just share that. Oh my god. I love that. That's just so cool. What's like one of the most interesting things you've worked on personally? Yes, thank you, Puli. I also have a YouTube channel if that interests anyone. There is no pressure, you do not have to join. I just thought I would let you all know. Right, we can put these in this chest. Okay, Shane. We need to go to Shane. Hi, Pam. Although I feel like he was probably... I don't think he'd be working. Is he in here? Oh, we have a cutscene. Okay. Hi, Shane. You look unusually happy today. You're right. I haven't felt this light since I was a kid. You can't believe you weren't in the Discord, CJ? How could you? Let me guess. Gus had a clearance sale on canned beer. That's so rude, Monty. We're only a small community over on our Discord, but I like it. Good one. Oh, you... Can I call her a bitch? I'm gonna call her a bitch. No, actually, I've been drinking sparkling water instead of beer, and I feel great. You know, I sometimes forget that I really do have friends, people that care about me. And it's okay for me to rely on them. It doesn't make me weak. Thank you, CJ. Hi, Jazz. I've got something for you. Oh, a present. I want a present. What did he give her? A new bow? These are real bunny jewel slippers. Oh my god, I want bunny jewel slippers. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, you get free coffee. Also, with the coffee, you get like one of those little biscuits of your choice. I give out like the little Biscoff biscuits. But, you know, if you want cookies and stuff, we also have those. But they're so expensive. How did you afford them? I've cut back on an expensive habit. I have a lot more spend money now. Yeah, so enjoy your little biscuit with your coffee. I thought I'd splurge on you all, you know. Uncle Shane's in the barn. He said to tell you he wants to show you something. Is it a blue chicken? I want to see the blue chickens. Oh my god, is this where he's gonna give us blue chickens? I want a blue chicken. That should do it. Oh my god, their little feathered butts are so cute. I want to cuddle a chicken. Guys, I want to cuddle the chicken. It's the perfect home for you hens. Oh my god, that little picture is so adorable. We'll have the best eggs in the whole valley. Fresh and healthy with rich golden yolks. Not like those pale, sickly Joja eggs. Sigh. You know, Charlie, I was thinking, a guy like me is always teetering on the edge of despair. Know what I mean? But you and the other hens are going to keep me upright from now on. I know it. What's wrong? Too much pressure? Oh my lord. That's so cute. Hey, Khaleesi, so what do you think? Oh, it's so cute. My special blue hens, I've been raising them in secret for the last few months. I won't be living here forever, and I wanted to pass something on to Jazz. I've been teaching her how to care for them. I want to feel like I'm not just a leech on the world. I want to contribute somehow, even in a small way like this. Oh, that's so cute. Are we all just gonna stare at the little blue chickens now? You go away. This is an important moment for us. Shane. Oh, he accepts. We're getting married. I'll set everything up. We'll have the ceremony in 3 days. Part of me is wondering if this is an awesome, elaborate prank. It's not, I promise. My next stream will be on Wednesday, yes. We will be... Is it Stardew on Wednesday? Oh my god, I've been playing so much Stardew. Oh my god, the raccoon. We've been playing so much Stardew. I think it is Stardew on Wednesday. Raccoon, hungry, need fish. He wants 5 snails and a smoked tuna. I've got you, little buddy. Leaving you all for 2 days? Maybe. No. Why did I glitch through that? Give me 2. Well, you are a Discord member now, so I'll be on Discord. And we can always play Overwatch. We also, for subscribers, you can request games in the subscriber-only channel. And I can play those on, like, Discord stream, kind of, or... yeah. Just vibe. So we need to fish in a lake. No scary games, please. Everyone be nice to Khaleesi. Be nice to Khaleesi. I've said maybe I'll play Phasmophobia for spooky season. Maybe. Hopefully we get trash here. Does driftwood count as trash? Oh, crikey. I will read your message in just a moment, Millie. You remember the incident when President Donald Trump got shot when he was in 2024 president election? The guy who charged the gun was Thomas Matthew, and we covered his documentary about his life and education and all that stuff. That was very interesting for me. I'm glad you found that so interesting to do all the research and stuff behind that. I will try a message, CJ. You know what I'm like. Okay. Does this count towards the community cleanup? It does. Okay, we're good. I appreciate that, CJ. I will message you whenever. Whenever. You're not the bother. You're fine. We need all the trash we can get, please. And thank you. I always forget you can, like, fish in the rivers and stuff by here. Ooh. A book. Don't mind if I do. We are both the bother. Yes, okay. We can say that. I feel like I need to go see a chiropractor again. My headaches are starting to come back and my neck hurts. Oh my lord. I am a mess. Although I'd love to keep these glasses so that I can get the refined quartz. That would be great. Give me all the trash. Did I get anything then? I don't think I did. Yeah, I feel like the mind behind, like, these criminals and psychopaths is kind of interesting. I've been watching lots of, like, YouTube documentaries and stuff on, like, I just love the human mind. Oh. Yeah, it does. It's creepy, but it's also fascinating how the brain works. I love it. I feel the same. Well, no, actually, I can hurt a fly because I hate flies. I always get bit by bugs, so I'm always like slapping them away. But, like, I could never hurt like anyone, but the way the mind, like, it's so fascinating. It's fine, Millie. I like listening about what people find interesting in the topics that they're interested in. How much have we gotten for Linus? 12 pieces of trash. That's what a criminal would say. DJ is investigating. I will probably stream for 3 hours. I'm slowly trying to increase the amount of time I stream for. You should be good. Go jump in the shower. I'll probably still be here. I'm exhausted. I need food. Bucko. Take me to where my mayonnaise is. We can sell that. You want to eat dark chocolate? See, I only like dark chocolate when it's melted on something yummy. I could never eat it just on itself. Let's eat the cheese. I'm glad your headache is getting better. Did you take some pain medicine? We do not want the chickens getting out. That would not be good. Why do I still have that with me? My inventory is a mess. It's okay. It's okay. I need to see if the Joja color counts. I don't think it does. Oh, hopefully. Okay, we have 20. We can zoom off. And I think I put one bit of the trash in here, so I'll take that too. And wasn't it? There's a bin somewhere back here. Yes, here we go. Did we do it? We did it! Yay! We can also collect everything here too. Soon we're not gonna need the trees up by here. We can do the silver. The silver is fine. And we have some trash. Oh my lord, I didn't water the dog today. We can sell this and the Jojo color, because who wants Jojo color? Not me. I need to go to their desert and get more star fruit also. And it's raining. Let's go. Fortune teller, tell me my fortune. They're in good humor. Maybe. What are we making? Lucky lunch. Okay, that's great. I need to stop putting the ingredients in the fridge. And I need to remember to water that. Oh god, Shane, hello. Hey, Khaleesi. So I got 2 tickets to the Tunnelers game tonight. He's gonna take us on a date. If you want to come meet me at the bus stop around 5. Okay, we'll go on a date. Thanks for helping me clean up around the valley. The waters are looking much cleaner. I think everyone will appreciate it. I know I will. As a way of saying thanks, I wanted to teach you how to grow your own fiber. Linus, that is the most useful thing ever, thank you. I've enclosed some instruction on how to make one of my favorite dishes. Favorite fish recipe, sashimi. I can finally make that now. Which is great. Where's my bucket? I think I'm gonna have to make more mayonnaise machines. We've got too many eggs. Hello, ladies. See, when the goat is super skinny, it's like get no milk from it. But when it's like super chunky, you don't get milk from it. I don't understand. Hi, Mr. Cow. Or Mrs. Cow. It makes no sense to me, because you'd think when it was chunky, it would be ready for milking. I mean, that's how it would work for me. Who knows? All the chickens. I'm gonna incubate one more egg. Why not? I think I have space for one more. I think I'm just gonna sell these eggs. And we need the peppers. These we need for hardwood, so I'm gonna replant them. did I take out that? I don't need that. I need the gold. And the smoker. We need... How do we make the smoker? I know I bought the recipe, so where the heck is it? Crystallarium. Slime egg press. Slime incubator. Loom. Oil maker. Recycling machine. Worm bin. Deluxe worm bin. Am I crazy? I swear I bought it. Garden pot. Furnace. Dehydrator. Oh, it's the dehydrator. Interesting. I guess I buy the smoker from Willy. Okay, we needed the snails. I'm glad we got those. We also have a periwinkle. You like the portrait on my profile picture? Thank you so much! I am glad you like it. I also like it a lot. The artist who did it is a very wonderful person. I was like, here's an image, please just create something. Whatever you'd like, and she did. Was it only the 2 trees? Yes, it was. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put quest items in there because I need 5 of the snails. Thank you. If you are interested in any of the artwork you see through the stream, you can click on the credits in the description and it'll take you to like a list of all the artists who have been wonderful enough to create something for the channel. I need to see if Willy has a smoker. But I also need to go and buy a load of starfruit. To anyone watching who is not subscribed or does not have nitro, ads are about to start. Please take this time to stretch and hydrate. I'm probably going to take a quick stretch break also, so I will pause the screen in just a bit. Is that another apple tree? Yes, we can grow an apple tree. Nice. Fish smoker, there we go. Willy, would you like a peach? This looks great, thank you. You are so welcome. I grew it myself. We desperately need to catch that legend fish. Although I swear I caught the legend fish. Let's check. Largemouth bass. No, I think it's one of the fish we have not caught. We've almost completed the fish. Almost. But I also need to go to the desert. But I don't want to spend 500 gold just to go there to get the star fruit seeds. I'd rather go when I'm going to Skull Cabin. Okay, for me it says ads are about to start, so I'm just going to quickly go into the break screen. We can all quickly just grab drinks and stretch. Okay, hopefully we're all back and ready. We need to catch a legend fish. And I miss. Of course I miss. on, legend fish. Okay, we have a lazy one. A lazy fish. Hello, Pico. Welcome in. Hydrate and posture check. I will do that just now. We just had a little break, but I will do it again because, you know. Red mullet. I haven't caught any today. I'm not gonna lie to you. We are fine trying to get this. Oh shit. This is him. This is him. Okay, concentration. We need to concentrate. That is what we need to do. Dude. This damn fish. Stop it. Stop. Be a good fish. No, no. Fish. God damn it. Hello, hello. Honestly, these fish, they have a mind of their own. Right, Millie? I just need that fish, and today's the last day we can get it. Valamahide, welcome! Welcome back in, Apple. How are you? We are thanking the mods for your happy flaps. I did just hydrate Pika, I promise. And it wasn't coffee, can you believe it? Head pats, Pika's coming in with everything. Thank you for thanking the mods. Hello, hello, welcome in. How are we all doing today? I know it's Mother's Day for some people. So happy Mother's Day. I did have proper hydration. I just need that legend fish. Come on, my guy. Oh, come on, come on, come on. We got you. We got you. Oh my lord. Why? The fish hates me, honestly. Oh, Pika, you've got a cold brew today. It sounds delicious. Remember, do not drink it all at once. You only get one per stream. Red mullet, let's go. I hope everyone's weekend has been treating them well. So far, this legend fish has not liked me at all. You are... Oh god, I missed the fish again. You are very sleepy, Apple. No. You need to relax and take a nap. But well done for finding the strength to cook dinner. I know how difficult that can be. I am doing good. I think I pulled my neck. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to see my chiropractor, I think. Millie, you're feeling sleepy? Everyone needs to stretch and then everyone needs to go take a nap. Almost 1 a.m.? Oh my lord. You need to get some sleep. Come on, legend fish. Be nice. Be nice to us. We will cherish you. We promise. We love you. My calming voice. Just relax, Millie. I'll put you to sleep. Thank you. You're all making me blush by complimenting my voice. We really need to... Oh, come on, legend fish. You're all we need. You're trying to get into the rhythm of doing yoga on your neck area. I have also never done yoga before. Maybe I should try. Although I feel like my dog would just like tackle me to the ground. She'd be like, oh my god, mum's playing. And I'd be down. Oh. Fish, fish, fish. No, be nice, please, 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 please. Please. Why are you so difficult to me? Oh my lord. Fish, why? It's the only fish I need. He's been so difficult. I have lost this legendary fish 4 times now, Millie. Can you believe it? I don't know why they're being so difficult today. Today's my last day of spring to find it. Get this fish as well. Otherwise I'll have to wait till next. Or shall I restart my day? I'm gonna restart my day. We're gonna just restart the day. I'm not sure completely what we did today. Yeah, I never usually restart the day, but how do I make lucky lunch? Maybe that'll increase my luck. Omelette, cheese. Complete breakfast. Strange bun. Lucky lunch. Sea cucumber, tortilla. I don't have any of that. Okay. We're just gonna... Oh, Shane. Oh my god, and I forgot about our date with Shane at 5. I'm so bad. The letters? What do you mean? You are welcome, Linus. Okay. Secret letters? I was just mining in like Skull Cavern and just like in the mines, and I just got the secret notes. I have no clue. I think so, it's just mining and stuff. Okay. Where's the bobber? Wood, hardwood, slime. Wood, hardwood, slime. I'm gonna make an extra just in case. Oh god, I used all my hardwood. Maybe that's why you're not getting the secret notes. I think they unlock when you unlock the secret notes, if I am not mistaken. I need to buy the hydrator. Or the dehydrator. For the fish. I have to remember what we did. So we're gonna go buy the dehydrator, then we're gonna go and try and get this legend fish. And we have to remember we have a date at 5. I'm gonna collect my ticket. I haven't done any farm chores, but it's okay. Willie, I need you to get in your store, dude. I'm just gonna run back and forth. Back and forth. Come on. Okay, I guess I'll fish. It's fine. I'll fish. We have a date at 5 with Shane, yes. We forgot. So the quicker we get this legendary fish, the better. We literally cannot miss that. Considering we're marrying him, we don't want to insult him. That would not be good for us. Sleep can wait. Oh, Millie. Okay, it's almost time. Millie, open your shop. It's locked. Oh my god. There we go. He's taking his sweet time. Okay, there we go. Fish smoker, let's go. We are like speeding. Bucko is so speedy and fast. He is the dream horse. Right. Please, fish gods, give us a legendary fish. Hello, Aaron. Welcome on in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. We are on the hunt for a legend fish. I restarted the day because I forgot about my date at 5 with Shane, and this is the last day I can get this fish. So we're a bit chaotic. Super sleepy, you've been addicted to Stardew. Oh my god, I feel that. I just... I installed it on my phone, and I just was playing it in bed this morning. I feel the addiction. You are not alone, friend. Welcome in. We are all Stardew addicts. You're on year 19? Oh my lord. That's insane. You told me yesterday. But it's incredible. You have Stardew on your iPad? Yeah. The addiction's real, right, Millie? Do you have a little controller also for your iPad? I know you can get like little controllers and stuff now for phones and iPads. Which I think is super cool. Right, Aaron. We are completely normal here. Nothing to see. You play with a controller? That's so cool. Never played it before and you're on year 19 of your farm? That's insane. You're doing great. Yeah, this game sort of hooks you once you get past a certain point. You made it back, CJ. Welcome back. I hope you feel all good and refreshed after the shower. We had to reset our day because we're being played by a fish. He's playing hard to get, but I'm stubborn. I'm glad you feel refreshed. I am good. Oh god, our date with Shane is at 5. Fish, come on. I meant to have good luck today from the spirits, and they just hate me. Confirmed. We're also starting a Stardew Valley addiction support group here. Welcome in. Yeah, honestly. I'm making you want to play. You need to sleep, Aaron. There's no feel word in the previous message. I don't know how it popped up. No problem, Millie. Don't worry. I don't know if we're gonna get this fish. But I can't miss the date with Shane. Oh my lord. Come on, fish. Maybe if we fish from this end of the bridge. Maybe. Game, I just need the legend fish. It's all I need. Please, 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 please. I am begging. Oh my lord. I have used 69 loads of bait. And I still have not got the fish. What the heck? That's it. I have to reset again. This time I'm not even gonna go buy the smoker. I'm just gonna fish straight away. Guys. We are resetting again. I know, right? I am resetting. I need this fish. It's the last day. It's the last. Oh, Shane, I'm sorry. We need to skip. We know. We have a date at 5. But this fish. We need the fish. It was slime, hardwood, and wood. Okay. Make the bobbers. Bobber. Put it on. Katrina, hello. Welcome in. You've redeemed 3 happy flaps. Thank you, thank you. I hope you are having a great day and your weekend has treated you well. Okay, we have 73 loads of bait. Okay, we'll add more. 79. We need this fish. We are going straight there. We're not even going for the smoker now. That is completely fine, Katrina. Enjoy your lurk. Oh my god, a leak. We got a leak. Oh, mighty fish, we need you. Please. We have reset twice. Please, Lord. Lord of the Stardew Gods. Do I have to pray to the red mullet? Is this what we're saying? Praise be the red mullet. I hope Pika didn't hear me say that. Using the red mullet emote, Millie. Nice. For those who don't know, the red mullet is, ooh, an ancient doll, is sort of a meme here because when I first started playing Stardew and I was fishing, literally for like 3 days straight, all I caught was red mullets. So now I am teased about the red mullet fish on Stardew. And it's become sort of a mascot also. Along with Arthur, who is our channel mascot. He is the little dragon pigeon thing you see on my starting screen and my ending screen. Interesting indeed, yes. 3 days straight at the red mullet fish, and it just became a meme. What the hell is Linus doing behind the bush? It's creepy. Yes, anyone in chat, if you would like to join our Discord community, we're only small, you can go ahead and do that. It's exclamation point DC, I think? Or you can just go to the links below and click the Discord button. You can share your favorite games, talk about Stardew with me. I'm thinking of starting game nights. So if that sounds like something you would like to be a part of, we would love to have you. You're joining in? It'll be great to have you there, Millie. Oh god, I missed it. Let me see why it's not working. Maybe it's exclamation point Discord. There we go. My commands are very weird sometimes. Game, please give me a good fish. That's all I need. I cannot keep restarting the day. The things we do for the games we play. That's all I'm gonna say. How have I run? Wait. When it says run out of fishing tackle, okay, it means my bobber, not my bait. I was gonna say there's no way I've caught like 79 fish. Oh my lord, I just need this damn fish. Game, please. Oh my lord. Maybe if I change the lower part of the lake, maybe it will be a bit nicer for me. We can try at least. All we can do is try. Don't you worry guys, I promise not to restart the day today. If I don't catch it, I'll just have to do it next year. And when I say next year, I mean next year in the game. Not next year as in next year. Just so we're clear. I don't want no river jellies. Game. These are not the fish I'm looking for. I know, I'm starting to feel exhausted. I've been fishing so long. I'm gonna have to waste time and eat a leek. Oh my lord. That's not gonna do much for me. Eat the chub. Okay. Red mullets? Yeah. We're not even getting those. Oh my god, and it's almost 5. We're not gonna do it. I haven't even got a single hit with this fish. No. We have to go. We have a date of 5 with Shane! I know, right? We must become the legend fish that is mocking me. It's fine. We will catch him next time. Hopefully Shane's still there. Otherwise, this is going to be kind of awkward. Hi, Pam. Bye, Pam. Oh, he's still there. Great. Hey, there you are. Here I am, Shane. Don't you worry. I'm glad you decided to come. We should get going. Yes, I was not gonna almost not come in order to fish. I promise. We're almost there. Gulp. Pre-game nerves. Oh my god, who's drinking? Are we at a race? Oh my lord. Here, I got you another cold one. Oh my god, now he's getting us drunk. Oh. Hey, I've been meaning to say, thanks for sticking with me through everything. My anxiety, depression, you know, you've been a really good friend to me. Friends, we're engaged. Dude, we're getting married in like 2 days. Being friend-zoned. Gee. Anyway, it's your first grid ball game, huh? Well, what do you think? Fun. Oh really? I'm surprised. Didn't you move to Stardew Valley to escape the noise of the city? I mean, don't get me wrong, I totally understand. My life in Pelican Town is pretty bland, you know? God, look, the tunnelers are on the attack. I wish you could actually see the game. Go! Oh my god, we kissed! Now he can't say we're just friends. Oh. Oh my god, now he's running away. Sorry, I got carried away there. Maybe I had one too many. It's okay, Shane. You're meant to be sober anyway. Aw, how cute. Look at us. Making out in front of like all these people. Right, Millie? Our face. Well, that was definitely a good game. Oh yeah, and we won too. We won! Let's go. Well, see you soon. Get some run, Shane, really? Yeah, they're all just watching us. Oh my god, it's still 5:40. We can still fish! Everyone get out my way. He hired them all? Oh my god. His blue chickens must be bringing in the megabucks. That's all I'm gonna say. Really, don't. Some of us have priorities, okay? No, we don't want you. Maybe. Okay, our tackle's worn out. We fished so much. You are not the fish I am looking for. Neither are you. We're just gonna do a load of fish canceling here, people. I'm so sorry. We haven't even, like, hooked it once, though. And we were fishing all day. Which is crazy to me. But on that first day, we hooked it 3 times, and I just... Oh my god, I cancelled it, and it was the fish I needed! No! Why am I like this, chat? Why am I like this? Oh my lord. All day I've waited for that fish and I just cancelled it. I hate myself sometimes. That could have been my one and only hope. I did it for the content? No, I needed that fish. I think it's too late now. I don't think I can catch it past 8. It's a sad, sad day. A sad, sad day. I'm gonna eat one of the fish. Raw fish, yum. Straight from the river. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way, Khaleesi. I don't know how I missed that, but I did. And I missed it again. What the heck? Green algae game, really? No, dude, please, be nice, please. Fudging monkeys. Oh my lord. I'm exhausted. I know. Oh my god, I'm gonna eat another fish. Why not? At this rate... We need... Oh no, we need to just keep trying. That's all we can do. Oh my lord. I don't think I'm ever gonna catch it. Oh my lord. Please, fish. You are all I need. Why are you so difficult to catch? It is getting late. I will have to leave the fish behind. Lost. Maybe I'll do 2 more. We'll see. I know, Millie, but like, oh my lord. Fish. This will be my last cast off for the night. No. It's not meant to be. Maybe next year 3, maybe then we will catch the legend fish. We will ride away, still victorious, from our date. We will sell everything that we caught today. Beautiful. We made some money on the fish, and that's okay. That's good. But yeah, guys. Some items were placed in our town lost and found. That's okay. I didn't even know the town had lost and found. But we are going to be ending stream here. Thank you to everyone today who has been in chat and just lurked and been great people. It means a lot to me. So we're gonna raid. I'm gonna find someone to raid now. We're leaving. We will go and raid someone wonderful, I promise. So you can copy and paste the raid message. And we're gonna go raid someone, a Scottish streamer who I've raided before, who is also on their first playthrough of Stardew Valley. And they are wonderful. So please go over and say hello from me. We will be live again on Wednesday. I will put a poll up on the Discord for voting what games we play. So if you would like to vote for a game for Wednesday, then you can go ahead and join the Discord. But yes, thank you, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. Let's go and raid. Good night. Thank you, thank you.